Good morning on day 61. We finished packing up camp and it's a little chillier than we're used to. It's like in the mid 40s at the moment, but that's all right. We've got enough gear to keep warm. Today we're going to try and get into the town of Buena Vista and get a resupply, and then we'll see how far we make it past there.
We're the Six Pack Hikers! Parkway crossing. And lo and behold, we see the glorious sight of a trash can. So Remy can empty out all of our trash. So we're here at the Punchbowl mountain overlook, where we get to cross the parkway briefly. Beautiful view this morning. Good morning. Wanted to send a shout out to Ranger, who we met at the shelter, the Punchbowl shelter, and his friend Bill. Turns out that Bill's from Mississippi, but Ranger, who's also from Mississippi, now lives fairly close to where we live. So what are the odds that we end up at the same shelter? He said he and his wife start off each morning with a cup of coffee and watching our videos, which is crazy to hear and also really cool, humbling, all the things. But by the time this video comes out, this will be super belated, but happy anniversary to you two. 46 years, it's amazing. It was great meeting you at camp this morning, Ranger, and chatting a little bit and praying together. Thanks for taking the time to talk, and hope that our paths will cross once we're back in Western North Carolina. Oh my goodness. Woo! Big day. 800 miles. 800. How's it feel?
They just keep getting
Energizer's like, meh. I'll be impressed at 1,000.
That's awesome.
Really cool. If they keep doing this, they won't be able to fit 1,000 on a trail.
Yeah, the rock numbers have been getting bigger and bigger. Thank you to whoever's been putting these out. It's awesome. $800 miles. That is wild. Can't believe in another couple hundred we'll be hitting 1,000 miles. Probably 2 more weeks at the most. Do you remember from yesterday the cold soaked oatmeal? So we never ate it. Got to camp as it was getting dark and needed to just sort of move quickly. So we had kind of a eat as many snacks as you want dinner. And the plan was to have oatmeal this morning. Well, but then it dipped into the upper 30s, low 40s, and cold soaked oatmeal does not sound super appetizing when you're cold. So we've been, actually, Energizer has been carrying it, and we're trying to get to, we warmed up a little bit, trying to get to a water source so that Remy will be able to wash dishes a little easier. And the first 2 we passed were pitiful. The first one was just a little puddle, and the second one was a stream, but it was so low that you couldn't even gather water from it. So this third one hopefully is the charm. Now that we're down out of the wind, it's a lot more comfortable temperature-wise. This looks like it's going to be fun. Shaking a little bit. We found our people. A little bit We came back on the bridge for Serenity to share a little story from yesterday, something kind of scary that happened.
So we were walking up one of the last big climbs of the day yesterday, and a switchback above us, we heard like this cracking noise. So Gideon and I both stopped, or Energizer and I both stopped and looked up the hill, and this massive tree branch broke off and crashed and broke on the hill beside us, and one of the branches came shooting out and flew right past me, which if I had taken another step, it flew by where I would have been standing.
And it wasn't small.
No, it was not small, and it came fast enough that I couldn't have dodged it. But what was cool is that at the base of the climb, Toons had actually said a quick prayer about it, and been like, just please give us strength to get up this climb and keep us all safe on it. And I'm really, really glad that God did.
Cold soaked oats, topped with nuts and cranberries, and eating it in the sunshine. What's Sunshine's review of the cold soaked oats?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? My Tunes.
10 out of 10.
Whoa, okay. Serenity and Energizer, what's your review of the cold soaked oats?
They're pretty good. I haven't had hazelnuts before, so that's interesting.
Okay, what about you, buddy?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. What would make it a 10 out of 10? If it was hot? Yeah. Well, breakfast was delicious. While we were sitting there, Ranger caught up and joined us for his first snack break of the day, and we kind of chatted about our plans for the next little bit. So we've got now about 6.5 miles until the road where we can get either a shuttle ride, or Remy may hitch by himself into town. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. Shuttle options were a little bit limited because, actually I don't know why, but we're a little bit limited. So 6.5 miles, and then we'll get all resupplied. Enjoying some cruisy trail before we start to climb closer to Buena Vista. We took a break at another shelter to get snacks and to fill up all of our water containers again. Looks like there's no water for 11 or 12 miles. So we've got our extra 8 liters. All of our 1 liter bottles are full, and we are really close to the road where we're either gonna get a shuttle or David might hitch into town to get a resupply to get us to Waynesboro. To hitch or not to hitch? That is the question. Need a car that's got enough space for us. So we've got a shuttle lined up for Remy. And while we're waiting on the shuttle to arrive, what are we doing, Sunshine?
Hitching! Hopefully.
Trying to hitch for me and the kids to get into town, but
We need
as you can see, not a lot of prospects. So after an interesting hitch, the girls and I got to Food Lion. And then Gideon, you got to ride, or Energizer, you got to ride with Mr. Jim. Yep. And so now we're sitting out front with ice cream while Remy is in shopping, and then we're heading back to the trail.
Yes, ma'am.
Woohoo! Back on trail, it's 5:15 p.m. That road or town stop took way longer than we expected. But it's fine, we're resupplied, and we're about to start climbing. We've got a minimum of 2.7 miles that we need to do to get to the top of the first bald. And then after that, it's just going to be a matter of how much daylight is left. We've got a few options, but we're meeting Catch Up and Lightning tomorrow at 9 a.m. 8.5 miles from where we are now. So the more we do tonight, the easier tomorrow morning will be, because they're gonna slack pack us down to Route 56, which is gonna be awesome. So we'll be able to do 16.5 miles with much lighter packs. Some of these blowdowns get a little tricky, especially with loaded packs from town. It's hard to limbo. Yep. Here we go. This climb is no joke. We're over 2 miles up it. It's been pretty relentless. And I don't think this is the top, but whew, we are closing in. Oh, almost to the top of Bald Knob. We got a little view here. Very grateful, because at the bottom we were told the top doesn't have a view. So, I mean, look at that. So beautiful. So we packed out apples, right, Tunes? And subs. Sunshine is blocking the sunshine at the moment. Yeah. How was your sub, Energizer?
Good.
Good? So Remy's cutting up our last apple to share.
Yep. There you go, buddy.
We're filtering water and then heading 1 mile towards the shelter and hoping to find tent sites, right? We don't want to walk all the way down to the shelter. Far, far, far.
Maybe we do.
Maybe we do. I don't know. We'll see. Dinner was delicious. Definitely hit the spot after that long climb. But it is shaping up to be another chilly night. We checked the weather. Looks like it won't be as cold as it was last night, but it's supposed to get down to the low 40s. We already got our raincoats on. We did send our winter gear home, so raincoats are our warming layer at this point. But we've got less than a mile to the turnoff for a shelter. We weren't planning to stop there, but with the sun going down, we really don't want to be caught in the dark trying to get camp set up, which is kind of what happened last night. So we're gonna stop there, and that leaves us a little over, I think, 4 in the morning to meet Ketchup and Lightning, who are gonna be slack packing us tomorrow, which is gonna be great. So all in all, it's shaping out to be a great end to the day.
If I'm looking at that right.
We're trying not to walk the long, lonely road to the shelter.
This branch was already broken. He's trying
Yeah,
to take it down.
this branch was, oh, victory! So that branch was covering up what could be a beautiful campsite. We have a fairly low bar for beautiful campsite. I think we can make this work.
Yes.
Excellent. Sorry for the lack of closeouts lately. Didn't show our tent site last night, so that's Sunshine and Energizer up there. And then Tunes and Serenity there. And then Remy and I here. We're like right off the trail, but it's 6:10. We're gonna be packed up in the next 20 minutes or so and be out of the way.